Greetings everyone, I am Eric Paulson with Your Essential Practice. For today's rune reading, we're getting into this first retrograde of Mercury of the year. This is going to be Mercury Retrograde in Aries. This is no coincidence as well that this starts off on April 1st. So in the Western Hemisphere, or in the Northern, I guess in a lot of cultures you could say this is April Fool's Day, right? So this is a lot like that Fool's Journey card in the tarot as well. So what does this Fool's Journey entail? This is a lot of review on communication instead of bulldozing and jumping in head first like Aries likes to do. We're called to pause and review. The wounded healer Chiron, or Chiron, however you like to pronounce it, that asteroid, will be in a special alignment with this Mercury retrograde in during this time frame at 3 different times. So a lot of healing, a lot of open communication will be happening, a lot of time to pivot, a lot of going inward, a lot of introspection we're called to do, especially with this being in a transition of the current eclipse season, right? We're coming hot off the heels of that lunar eclipse in Libra. Please see that previous rune reading, right? Also, we have that solar eclipse coming up soon that will be in Aries soon on April 8th. So I will have another video up for that. But for now, let's get into today's rune reading for this Mercury retrograde in Aries. How are we all feeling out there? All right, in this singing bowl, we will ring out this energetic space and cleanse this space and prepare it for today's divinely guided rune reading. Also, with every single rune reading, I do a $2 note here that is representative of uncommon abundance in our lives. So as I place this in the bowl and we ring the bowl, we're simultaneously giving gratitude for that uncommon abundance in our lives and inviting more of that back into our lives as well. So as I ring this bowl and set the intentions for this rune reading, I invite you now to take 3 deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth, as we focus with the intent and the energies of today's divinely guided rune reading of Mercury retrograde in Aries. Mercury retrograde in Aries, sandwiched in this eclipse season. Also, right after this lunar eclipse, there was Pallas retrograde in Sagittarius. If you're into astrology, please look up that in your chart as well as Pallas. It's another heavenly body. You don't really hear too much about that. Find out what it means to you. All right, Aries. Sign of Aries. That Mercury retrograde in Aries. Right after that lunar eclipse. So this is causing for a lot of review, especially in how we communicate. That Aries, that fire energy, that cardinal fire energy is just go, go, go. Manifest, manifest, manifest. Okay, Mercury retrograde is all about pausing to review before starting any new contracts, right? Dotting the I's, crossing the T's. Make sure we're being understood as well as communicating in healthy ways, right? Is everything passing through that great love filter? You're coming from this past energy of Rido. This is riding out this energetic wave. So those of you who have watched the previous rune readings, this rune, you know what this is all about, right? If you haven't, please pause right now. Watch this previous rune reading in the lunar eclipse, okay? Because this was a very significant rune for us. Okay. Now we're coming from hot off the heels of that. Now, I love saying hot off the heels recently. I don't know why. It's probably because of all this Aries energy that I'm riding along here with, right? So this is change of house, spouse, career. It's a change of perspective. Is this causing you to reevaluate, really, to ride along with these energetic waves, right? You can throw a stone into a pond and you can place that hand to block the wave in that pond, but you're not going to be able to block the wave. The wave will just join up on the other side of the shore, right? It'll hit the shore and it'll bounce back and it'll hit you in the back anyway. So you might as well just ride along with the energies, which you're doing in very healthy ways, right? Oh, wow. Okay, so right now it's Odin's rune. Okay, this is an irreversible rune. So this is something that's hidden from you, something that is, Odin's rune is indicative of something that is something you already know. The energies of the now. This is the now. Okay, so this is past, present, and then we're going into future energies for these positions. So these now energies, you already know what you're dealing with now. You're very in tune. You're very aware of it, okay? Or this could be something that's hidden from your view. It's something that is not meant to be known right at this time. At the end of the rune reading, though, I will pull another rune for clarity on this, and I usually do for Odin's rune, for the blank runes, just to kind of verify and confirm what our thoughts, feelings, and emotions are on that placement, okay? So for now, this is something that you already know. Like, you have that sense of security. I believe that's what this is, okay? My intuition's telling me that this rune is in this spot because you are secure. You're embodying that Aries energy. You already know where you're coming from, where you want to be going, right? So this would be a little redundant to get a rune in this place. Why not spend it on another place, right? So like this divine protection rune of August, this is the elk, right? This is the rune of faith. This is calling you to be in your divine protection here in the upcoming energies here. With these shifting energies of Mercury in retrograde, just know that you're divinely protected, right? As we go forward, just make sure that we're being patient with ourselves. We're not trying to rush the process. We're not trying to force an outcome here. We're riding along with these energies still. Okay, we're not shifting away from riding along with these energies here yet. Okay, let's wait until at least after the solar eclipse for that. Okay, right now though, we're called to be in that divine protection sort of energy with that self-defense, right? You might be called out to defend a perspective or a belief that you may be having. Know that in the action taken for the best outcome, you're in Fehu. This is a beautiful, beautiful rune to have in this position. This is about wealth, money, cattle. With more money, more cattle comes more responsibilities, right? You have to feed the cattle, for instance, right? Graze, open up different pastures, just more heads to take care of, more responsibilities. You're responsible for their safety as well, your security. So the same thing goes with your abundance. How you're viewing abundance needs to be shifting, right? So in this Mercury retrograde in Aries, how you're viewing success, how you're viewing that initial abundance, whatever the case may be for you, right? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, whatever Fehu means to you with this in regards to the Mercury retrograde in Aries. That shift in perspective is occurring. Just know that you're in your self-defense, you're divinely guided, protected, right? But the shift in perspective is occurring, and it does deal greatly with your communication, since this is Mercury, after all, the planet of communication, right? All right, thoughts, feelings, and emotions are in the U branch. This is the YEW. This is the branch of the old ash tree, right, of the tree of life. And this is a very flexible type of wood. This is the wood that the Vikings would fashion a bow out of, that would do killing shots over and over again, right? So this is very flexible, very long-term use sort of a wood. So not just the fact that it can be flexible in a short period of time, but endure over a long period of time as well. And your thoughts, feelings, and emotions are in this too. Like, how much longer do I have to endure all of this? Like this protection, this kind of like unknown now, okay? Yeah, and I'm being told, okay, now my shift in perspective is, okay, how much do I have to endure here? And that's very natural for you to think, right? So don't beat yourself up over these thought processes. Just know that We need to be patient with ourselves during this time. We want to continue to go forward. This Aries energy is very forward driving, very inertia oriented, head just wanting to jump in, right? But this retrograde is causing us to slow down. It's kind of like the opposite of what Aries wants to do. But you will be thanking for yourself, for your patience, for knowing that, just going forward with a very calm, steady, sure, like a divine masculine, right? A healed divine masculine, making space for what's known, coming from a place of knowing, not from an unhealthy ego, but enduring in healthy ways, and making sure this branch doesn't snap and turn into the Issa rune, the ice rune of repeating life lessons, right? We want to transmute with this U branch and go into Sahilo and the sun rune and be in our natural good fortune, right? So I believe that what we have to risk here is in this Dirisas, this swift action, right? And I believe this was in this position here in the last rune reading as well for that lunar eclipse. So the guys, this action, this building or destroying that we're doing is still very much into question, is still very much hanging in the cards here until we're done with at least the solar eclipse energy, okay? This lunar eclipse energy is still carrying through. So what we have to risk here, we got to strike when the iron's hot, make sure that this action is swift and thorough, okay? And that is the time comes when it's let me rephrase this. We have this patience, right? And then I'm telling you to hurry up and do this. Okay, so know what the timing is everything here. Okay, so when you feel the timing, when the inertia is there, definitely keeping those healthy practices, right? Of striking when the iron is hot there. Know when is a good time to face this giant in your path, right? Or know when is a good time to seek professional help to help remove that thorn from your side. Okay, whatever this is, it needs to be done thoroughly. Okay, so the more we're thoroughly into our patience, going inward, reflecting, enduring, reviewing how abundance is to us and our divine protection, right? This paradigm shift and our perspective on how we communicate, how we're enduring, how we're persisting with our actions here moving forward. This is all going to be really a great development moving forward, I believe. It's going to be, it's not going to come easy, right? Growth never comes easy, right? It's a challenge like everything else, but I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I'm telling you, it's going to be worth it, right? And it's going to be worth it. At the end of this all, we have the Gambler's Cup. So the choice is definitely up to you, right? Some of us might be putting our foot in our mouths during this Mercury retrograde season and here in Aries. Some of us might be wanting to try to force the outcome a little bit too much, and then you get the universal shrug of the shoulders. And that's kind of what this is. This is Gambler's Cup, right? This is, I like to call it the Kenny Rogers kind of cup. But anyway, so this is Pertho. This is about initiations. You know how you're starting when you're coming into this energy. You get twisted, turned around. You don't know how you're going to end up. Okay, so this is like almost like Odin's rune, where it's unknown. It's meant to be unknown. All right, you're meant to focus on the now. Right? You already know what's up, but you're meant to focus on it anyway. Don't worry about the future. Like, these rune readings are great. Divine is just causing you to slow down, be in your discipline, right? Work on your abundance, but in healthy ways, right? Know that you're divinely protected as you ride along with these energies. Let's pull another rune for clarity on this Odin's rune for the now. Yeah, this is grounded energy. This is Uruz. This is the ox. This is natural vitality. So your health is very much in question. You're wanting to slow down like this ox. This is very grounded earth energy. One slow, methodical foot in front of the other as we travel down this path, and know that so you got the ox and the elk, very grounded, very, very driven sort of energies, very protective, very in their vitality is very earth, like grounded energy here. Okay, moving forward. So call upon this energy, seek that divine discipline, right? Of being in this endurance, right? Yes, what we have to risk losing here is this swift action, but maybe this is calling us to say this is exactly what you need to be losing during this retrograde season in Aries. Is this, let's just go ahead and not worry about rushing anything. This isn't what we're risking losing. I believe maybe this is divine saying that this is what you get to lose, is this swift action. Like maybe this is calling us to focus on losing this, excuse me, or moving on to just better, whatever that gambler's cup is. No one to hold them, no one to fold them, right? No one to walk away, no one to run. This is initiation, like I said before, or a competition. This could mean a birth or a pregnancy. So this could be the start of something new. Maybe this is coming up to a culmination, some sort of a decision needing to be made. After riding along with these energies, we're definitely on the cusp of some very significant energies here with the solar eclipse. Please like, comment, and subscribe to keep in touch with these rune readings as they're unfolding, guys. We have a lot of really awesome, intense, and beautiful energies unfolding for us currently. Please see this previous rune reading of the lunar eclipse, and you will also be getting a solar eclipse rune reading here for April 8th as well. But for this divinely guided rune reading for the Mercury Retrograde in Aries coming up on April 1st, these are the soul's journey cards. These are divine messages. These are divinely guided messages coming straight from source, straight to your spirit, straight to your soul. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The additional message here is courage. I find the inner strength to face fear to face fear with confidence. And that's exactly what this is. This unknown, this is what is calling you to be in right now, is your confidence. Confidence in the unknown. Like, you're divinely guided, right? You're divinely protected. You're in your self-defense. You want that reassurance? Fine. You got it right there. You're that ox. You're moving forward. You have that courage. You're one foot in front of the other. This is very beautiful energies, y'all. Let's read about that courage card. Let's read about courage. Again, it says, I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. You need to remind yourself that part of the challenge of being a soul is learning to honor your own power. By listening to your inner voice and following its advice, you are acknowledging the perfection of your intuition. Fear is only an illusion, and obstacles are great opportunities for you to demonstrate that coming from a place of love will conquer all of fear's disguises. Perhaps you are changing career paths or entering an existing relationship. This test has been put before you because it is an opportunity to prove to yourself, right, with that faith, that you and only you can make the correct decision. You have these responsibilities. Only you can make that correct decision with endurance. Only you can strike when that iron is hot. No one to build or destroy. No one to take that thorough action, right? By not taking that step forward, you may find yourself 2 steps back only to face the same obstacle again. So yes, this can be a gamble, right? It's what you make of it, though. Have that courage, though. You're divinely guided and protected. Have that courage, y'all. You got this. You got this. I believe in you. Divine believes in you. The fairies believe in you. These are messages from the fairies, by the way, these cards. And these fairies are wonderfully divinely guided beings that love to help us in our divinely guided paths. So fairies, what message of clarity do you have to offer for us today for the Mercury Retrograde in Aries? First one of the year. 2024. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. We have this card of love life, The basis of your question involves your romantic life, which is now changing for the better. Wow, congratulations out there to you finding new love, moving forward in faith, right? Maybe this is reaffirming your commitment with the divine, like falling in love with your passions, your desires all over again, going inward, right? Falling in love, like letting go of all that past hurts from that lunar eclipse, right? Is making space for that new. Have that courage, because new is coming into your life. Love life. Let's read more about that card, shall we? Beautiful reading, y'all. Beautiful. Again, it says the basis of your question involves your romantic life, which is now changing for the better. You've drawn this card because your love life is somehow involved in the question you've asked, and the fairies can help you understand the connection if it's not immediately apparent to you. Now, I know a lot of readers and a lot of people would say, oh, don't start a new commitment during a Mercury retrograde. Incorrect. Mercury retrograde just gives you that extra chance to pause and reflect and make sure this is the right decision moving forward. If it feels right, it feels right. Just don't fight the outcome, right? Try not to fight the outcome. Right along with these energies, have the courage to face this new. Take that leap into the unknown. I believe this is someone new in your life, someone you have not met yet. How beautiful is that? This card signifies that a change for the better is in the works in your love life. Additional meanings for this card are love your life as a way to bring healthy healing energy to this situation, right? Fall in love with yourself again. Recommit, right? A new love proves to be an important person in your life is another meaning. Also, you're ready to meet your soulmate, or a breakup is imminent or has just occurred. It's a possibility. You'd like to get married. Well, yes. Or communicate with your partner about a topic that's bothering you right now. This is a great time to get that interrelationship communication down. This is a great time to practice too how we communicate in relationships. People say, oh no, I'm going to walk on eggshells because I'm full of that anxiety because it's Mercury retrograde. I say, well, why the heck are you doing that? You're just inviting more of that drama in. Just have that confidence, have that courage going in, riding along with these energies. You've had that chance to review. Also, Mercury retrograde is calling you to do is pause for the cause, pivot when needed, and address these as they come up, right? Don't try to push the outcome, right? Another final additional meaning for this card is ask the fairies to help you connect with your soulmate. So this is awesome, divinely guided, beautiful energies for everyone out there. This eclipse season is a great marker in our lives. So please pay attention to the energies around you. Get out there and be grounded as much as you can in the time being, right? Get in your meditative practices. We are called to go a lot more inward during this eclipse season anyway. So definitely have that self-confidence, that courage moving forward. How great is that? That's the solar plexus chakra token, y'all. I always draw the chakra token to kind of complement and establish an aftercare, so to speak, for the rune reading energies as they are. Okay, so the solar plexus chakra solfeggio frequency is one of those miracle frequencies out there, right? That's 528 hertz frequency. That's 528. All right, it's located, your solar plexus chakra is located below the chest and right above the navel. It's right in that diaphragm area. When you breathe in with your tummy, that area that first fills up with air just beneath the rib cage, right there. All right, that's the center of your self-esteem, confidence and courage and personal identity. Anyone who's struggling to live authentically, has control issues, or is manipulative or has tendencies of being manipulative, or has low self-esteem would be said to have a blocked solar plexus chakra. All right. So to work this frequency, you should listen to 528 hertz. That's 528. When you've opened the solar plexus chakra, you should feel positive about life and open and honest with yourself and others. How beautiful is that, everybody? Now, the mudra and the mantra are awesome. This can be two-handed. It doesn't have to be. This is just one where we do not start off in the prayer position, but the hand position goes with the pinky and the middle finger out extended, right? And then the other three, just the tips of those fingers are touching. We can rest this in our laps, reciting the mantra Ram as that beautiful golden yellow white light energy emanates from the center of our abdomen and goes all the way out through our body, permeating everything. 528 hertz solfeggio frequency, that beautiful mantra of Ram. Beautiful reading today, everyone. Thank you for allowing me in this energetic space here with you. I've been Eric Paulson with Your Essential Practice. And for this Mercury retrograde in Aries, just remember that solar plexus, working on that self-confidence, 528 hertz solfeggio frequency. This is the mudra. Okay, just put that in our lap. Ram, R-A-M, with that beautiful golden white light energy coming from right down in here, right? If you would like a rune reading or any of these rune necklaces or runes that you've seen in the readings, or like a rune reading from me personally, please reach out to me at youressentialpractice@gmail.com. Again, that's youressentialpractice@gmail.com. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Namaste. Have a blessed and abundant Mercury retrograde.